Imagine a place that tells a story spanning centuries, where culture and nature intertwine to create something truly extraordinary. That's the beauty of UNESCO World Heritage Sites. I'm Abigail, and this is Global Treasures, the podcast that covers the history, travel tips, and legends surrounding one of the 1,248 World Heritage Sites each episode. These places have been identified as having universal cultural or natural significance that is so exceptional that it transcends national boundaries and is of importance to present and future generations. Welcome to Season 3, where we'll explore the 27 sites that UNESCO added in 1980 together. Thank you as always for listening to the podcast. I appreciate all of your support, and you can continue to support the podcast by subscribing at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, or your favorite platform. You can also follow us on TikTok and Facebook. You can check out my blog on globaltreasurestravel.com for even more travel tips and to hear about my latest adventures. Few places showcase the magnificence of their design like the work of Leonardo da Vinci. For art lovers seeking out what might be the most important mural painting in history, the church and Dominican Convent of Santa Maria delle Grazie is a must-do for your travel bucket list. In the heart of northern Italy, the city of Milan is home to this stunning church and convent whose name means Holy Mary of Grace. While the building itself is a testament to Renaissance architecture, it's esteemed for the masterpiece it holds within its refectory, Leonardo da Vinci's The Last Supper. Da Vinci was a painter and sculptor widely considered to be or the founder of the High Renaissance. The Last Supper has become one of the most reproduced religious paintings of all time. Though his painting, Mona Lisa, which sits in the Louvre, may be his most well-known piece, The Last Supper is a close second, and it has intrigued onlookers from the moment it was unveiled. When Da Vinci painted The Last Supper on the refectory's north wall between 1495 and 1497, he heralded a new era in the history of art. However, unlike many of his contemporaries, Da Vinci's artistic process was unpredictable and inconsistent. He would paint with a burst of feverish energy from early morning until dusk, only to stop working on it for days at a time. Compounding this, he painted The Last Supper not in true fresco, but by laying down a white preparatory layer of sorts to smooth out the wall and allow him to capture more detail. This was considered unconventional because when Da Vinci coated the wall that absorbs the paint, the top layer didn't stick properly and began to break off, so the painting itself began to deteriorate almost immediately. The Last Supper depicts the moment immediately after Christ reveals, "One of you will betray me," showing Jesus sharing his last meal with the apostles in Jerusalem. In a break from tradition, Leonardo placed Jesus in the midst of his apostles, capturing their varied reactions through intricate expressions and gestures. Traces of gold and silver foil once made the painting even more realistic. The piece, measuring 15 feet high, is so rich in detail that it's been referenced, even in popular fiction, like the Da Vinci Code, which suggests a figure to the right of Jesus is actually a woman. According to this myth or legend, the woman is Mary Magdalene, whom Jesus was in a hidden relationship with. Art scholars argue it was probably St. John, who was historically depicted as genderless. Written works also don't mention her being present at the Last Supper. The church's backstory is as rich as the paintings. Commissioned by the Duke of Milan, the convent and church were completed by 1469, though construction took decades. A later duke had the church serve as the Sforza family burial site, and he oversaw the rebuilding of the cloister and apse, which were completed in the 1490s. The church itself was modified by the great Renaissance master Bramante, who enlarged the structure and added semicircular apses, a magnificent dome, and a spectacular cloister. The interior chapels were also decorated with frescoes, including Zenale's depiction of the Resurrection and the Passion. A Titian altarpiece was installed in 1543, but was looted by French troops in 1797 and now resides in the Louvre. Despite its fragility, the painting survived one of history's darkest periods. In August 1943, an Allied bombing raid hit the church, destroying much of the refectory. Thankfully, the Last Supper was saved because the wall had been protected by sandbags. There are numerous photos online of the damage, and it's impressive comparing the dramatic contrast between the demolished building and the surviving masterpiece, a testament to its enduring legacy. Preservation efforts have been painstaking, starting in the 18th century, with a monitoring system being installed that tracks air composition, light, and humidity levels. As a result, the church and this priceless painting are a major destination to this day. Now that we've discussed the history of this incredible church, let's talk about what you can look forward to seeing and experiencing when you visit. Milan is truly a place where art, history, faith, and fashion converge. Admittedly, I'm biased. It might be my favorite European city. As the fourth most populated urban city in Europe, this vibrant, bustling city is easily accessible by public transportation. The Milan Malpensa Airport is about 30 miles from the city, and it's a very busy hub, so leave yourself plenty of time to get through security. And while the language is Italian, you'll find that many people speak English fluently. When packing for your trip, keep in mind the weather can be hot and humid in the summer, with lows of 32 degrees Fahrenheit in the snowy winter. To start, a crucial tip. This site gets nearly 500,000 visitors annually, and advance tickets are required for all ages, and they sell out quickly. So if you're planning a trip, set a reminder. Reservations open quarterly, and you can book your tickets online or by phone. Some days even offer free admission. The church is closed 1 day per week and on Christmas. You can also book skip the line tours, which often bundle the Duomo. The Duomo is a breathtaking cathedral in Milan, definitely worth visiting as well. While the time you choose to book a tour or get tickets doesn't truly matter, since you'll have a designated time, it seems to me that the morning hours were less crowded. Once you arrive, remember you have a strict 15-minute window to enter, or you'll forfeit your fee. This is due to preservation efforts, so be sure to arrive early. You'll go through a security check and will be asked to store any food or drinks in provided lockers. As a reminder, no flash photography or video is allowed inside to protect the precious art. The main event, of course, is the Last Supper. The painting is truly a masterpiece, but the church itself is a treasure trove. You'll also see Giovanni Donato da Montefano's vibrant crucifixion fresco, and you can explore the 7 chapels along the side aisles, which served as places of burial and prayer and are decorated with beautiful frescoes. As I mentioned, guided tours are available, with audio guides offered in different languages, including English. Beyond the church, Milan has so much to offer. As I said before, Milan offers a vibrant scene of all sorts, especially culinary. There are thousands of restaurants spanning every cuisine and over 500 hotels to suit every budget, ensuring no visitor will be disappointed. There are also plenty of homestay options. For foodies, the city is a culinary paradise. You can't go wrong with pizza, pasta, or risotto. Be sure to try the classic risotto. It's a creamy dish with saffron. And of course, you have to try an espresso. Interestingly, while it feels ancient, the espresso we know today didn't become popular until the 1880s with the patent of the espresso machine in Turin. Here's a tip. Most Italians stand at the cafe bar to order, and you'll want to avoid ordering a cappuccino after 11 a.m. And do not order it in a cup to go, unless you want to be pegged as a tourist. And for my fellow Vogue readers, Milan Fashion Week has been going on since the 1950s and is an incredible time to visit if you love high fashion. The city is known for having many Italian luxury shops, showcasing brands such as Valentino. Milan truly is a cultural center unlike any other. Santa Maria delle Grazie, home to Leonardo da Vinci's The Last Supper, is far more than just a paragon of Renaissance art. It's a living monument of faith. Its continued use as a Dominican convent and place of worship ensures that the site remains deep-rooted in its original purpose. Visitors don't just stand before one of the most celebrated works of art in the world, but also have the opportunity to experience a space that still echoes with prayer and devotion. This unification of artistic genius and religious significance makes Santa Maria delle Grazie one of the most powerful UNESCO sites on the planet, serving as a reminder that the sacred and the creative can coexist to inspire future generations. Thank you for joining me for yet another episode of the Global Treasures podcast. Next time, we'll dive into yet another UNESCO World Heritage Site. Until then, keep exploring, keep wondering, and keep treasuring the remarkable diversity of our world's heritage.